even know where to start with this. I'm still shaking as I type, trying to wrap my head around what happened. This is long, but I need to get it out. And I need advice because I'm spiraling. My kids mean everything to me. And what my parents did over Christmas has me questioning everything. Our relationship, my childhood, all of it. I'm a mess, and I'm sorry if this rambles, but I'm just a regular guy trying to process this insanity. I'm 38, married with 2 kids, Lila, 10, and Ethan, 7. My wife, Sarah, and I both work full-time. I'm a shift supervisor at a warehouse, and she's a nurse, so our schedules are brutal, especially around the holidays. My parents live about an hour away in a big old house they've had since I was a kid. They're in their late 60s, retired, and always made a big deal about being the fun grandparents. They'd invite Lila and Ethan over for sleepovers, bake cookies, do crafts, all that wholesome stuff. Or so I thought. This Christmas, Sarah and I were slammed. I had to pull a double shift on Christmas Eve, and Sarah was on call for me. My parents offered to take the kids for the day and night so we could both get through our shifts without worrying. They said they'd do a special Christmas with the kids, presents, hot cocoa, the whole deal. Lila and Ethan were thrilled. They love going to Grandma and Grandpa's. I was grateful, honestly. It felt like a weight off my shoulders, knowing the kids would have a magical day while we were stuck working. I dropped the kids off at my parents' place around 7 a.m. on Christmas Eve. They were all excited, wearing their little Santa hats, carrying their backpacks with pajamas and stuffed animals. My mom hugged them, promised a perfect Christmas, and waved me off. I went to work feeling good, thinking my kids were in good hands. I mean, these are my parents. They raised me. They've always been a bit formal, maybe a little old school, but I never thought they were capable of something like this. Here's where it gets messed up. I got off work around 10 p.m., exhausted but eager to hear about the kids' day. Sarah was still at the hospital, so I drove straight to my parents to pick up Lila and Ethan. When I got there, the house was all lit up, Christmas lights twinkling, music playing faintly outside. It looked like a postcard. I knocked, and my dad let me in, all smiles, asking how it was. I asked where the kids were, expecting them to come around with stories about presents and cookies. Instead, my mom calls from the dining room. "Oh, Edie, come say hi." I walk in, and my stomach drops. The dining room is set up like some kind of freaking Downton Abbey episode. There's this long, fancy table with a white tablecloth, candles, red china, the works. My parents are sitting at one end with my aunt and uncle, who I didn't even know were coming. They're all dressed up, sitting around, laughing. And then, in the corner of the room, there's this tiny, rickety card table with a plastic tablecloth. Lila and Ethan are sitting there, alone, eating plates with plastic forks. What thing is this? I ask. I wonder if it's a secretary. This animated chuckle and says, feels so good. Let's make such a mess. This table. Choose it. It's like the service table. Lila's poking at her phone, not looking up. They're too polite to say anything. I'm standing there, still feeling like I've been punched in the gut. My kids are being treated like second-class citizens in their home. Christmas. I try to keep my cool because I don't want to make a scene in front of the kids. But I say, They're not servants. They're your grandkids. Why can't they sit with you? My mom rolls her eyes, like I'm being dramatic, and says, "Oh, don't make a big deal out of it. Look at them. They're eating the same food as us." My aunt pipes up, "Kids love their own space. It's cute." Cute? I look at Lila, and she's got tears in her eyes. Ethan's just staring at his plate, not even eating anymore. I walk over, kneel down, and ask them if they're okay. Lila whispers, "Why can't we sit with Grandma?" I swear, my heart broke right there. I told them to grab their stuff and we're leaving. My mom starts protesting, saying they haven't opened presents yet. I'm done. I'm not letting my kids sit there feeling like they're less than. I get their coats, their bags, and I'm out the door in under 5 minutes. My dad follows me out saying I'm overreacting, that it's just a table. I didn't even know what to say. I just got the kids in the car and drove home. On the way, Lila starts telling me how Grandma made them sit at this special table because they weren't grown-ups. Ethan said Grandpa told him not to touch the big table because it was too fancy for kids. I'm gripping the steering wheel so hard my knuckles are white, trying not to lose it in front of them. I told them they did nothing wrong. They were the most important people in the world to me and my mom. We'd have our own Christmas when we got home. When I got back, it was almost midnight. Sarah was still at home, so I let the kids open one present each to cheer them up. Lila got a Lego set, and Ethan got a dinosaur puzzle. They perked up a little, but I could tell they were still hurt. I tucked them in bed, promising we'd have the best Christmas morning ever. Then I sat on the couch and just stared at the wall. Do right by my family, and I feel like I failed them this Christmas. Has anyone else dealt with something like this? How do you handle family treating your kids like they're less than? Sarah got home around 2 a.m. I don't want to overreact. I told her what happened, but I also don't want my kids growing up thinking this is okay. She wanted to call my parents right then and there. Any advice would be appreciated. I stopped her because I didn't even know what to say lost right now. The next morning, Christmas Day, we did our best to make it special for the kids. We opened presents, made pancakes, watched The Grinch. But I could tell Lila was still quiet, and Ethan kept asking if Grandma and Grandpa were mad at them. I felt like such a failure as a parent. I should have known something was off. I should have checked in sooner. Mom texted me later that day, acting like nothing happened. Hope the kids enjoyed their presents. Sorry you had to rush off. I didn't respond. I couldn't. I'm still so angry. But more than that, I'm hurt. These are my parents. They're supposed to love their kids and make them feel small. And now I'm questioning everything about my own childhood. Were they always like this? Did they treat me this way, and I just didn't notice because it was normal to me? I remember always being told to stay out of the way when company came over. I thought that was just how things were. Now, I'm wondering if they saw me as some kind of inconvenience, too. I haven't talked to my parents since. Sarah thinks we should confront them. I'm torn. Part of me wants to cut them off completely. But they're my parents, and the kids love them. Or at least they did. Lila has a bunch of them at home, and that kills me. I don't know how to handle this without making it worse for the kids. Should I call my parents out? Should I just let it go and set stricter boundaries? I don't even know if I can trust them with the kids anymore. I keep thinking about that card table. It wasn't just a table. It was like a symbol of how they see my kids. Like they're not good enough to sit with the real family. I can't unsee it. I can't stop feeling like I let my kids down by trusting my parents. I'm just a dad trying to die.